Next we have Marc. Marc Duff. Welcome, mate. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Rather than bring in a support person, I thought I'd save the carbon footprint. So,
Good work, good work.
yeah. Kura koutou and pinch and punch for the first of the month as well. I wanted to start today as someone who comes through the Press High School debating system, and as third speaker was known for my rebuttal. There was a comment made by another group earlier that extra funding had to be secured for the Matarika Centre due to the old dump it was built on. My understanding and from council sources are that the additional budget costs were not due to the piling costs, but the cost of the goods in supply and the inflation. It's going to be great to see a non-productive land previously in Hornby going to be a hive of activity in our community. I think it's important we deal in fact and not fake. Let me introduce Lord Ted of Hornby. He is actually a resident of Waterloo Road and well known to our community board councillors called Russell. Russell has campaigned for many years to get his section of road resealed and has promised over and over again, can we just have the next slide? Over and over again to get this road done. As you can see, Russell is literally starting to pull his hair out. Ironically, he's now had to put up with seeing High Road completely resealed last Friday while he rates round the corner as his house shakes violently every time a truck goes past, and making it impossible to hold a decent conversation with him in his house. Your Lordship, I request you take a visit to Russell and sit in his house and feel his pain every day. It will improve your resident satisfaction surveys, I'm sure, and Dawn would make a good day trip for you as well. I support the increased limit for water charges, as is not an equitable charge, as Councillor Kewen so rightly pointed out, with different parts of the city built on swamp and other rivers' beds. Water savings last year could easily be explained on our wet summer with us having 149% of our normal rainfall last year and a high soil moisture rating. With the planned infrastructure for Hornby in coming years and up to 6-storey residential buildings planned, please do not make Hornby suck it up. After you voted for the P14, I went through Hornby that night and the suck it up truck was outside this new development, and they said to me the pipes simply cannot cope at the moment with what's going through them. Please make sure in the upcoming long-term plan that Hornby is giving the funding levels it requires to meet the high-density housing. Chuck away the current LTP that's coming up. You already have and start afresh. Our infrastructure is already not coping. Do not add to the problem without resources and planning in the future. Presentation of the data in this year's annual plan was excellent, and I suggest anyone who found it difficult seek out assistance, because it's easily understood when you learn how to use it. Maybe it just needs an explanation though around the long-term projects, because some of them you don't know the finer detail yet, but one of the criticisms we get back is there's no detail to what's there, but you guys don't know what the detail is because you haven't gone out for consultation on it yet. And I think if it simply just said to be consulted on in the future with the community, I think that would save a lot of people not knowing what's going on. The Matarika Hornby Centre, just a massive thank you for what has personally been a battle for over 39 years. The dream is becoming reality. I look forward to a Hornby swimmer bringing home gold in the pool at the 2034 major games. Commonwealth Games in Christchurch. Next slide, please.
I like your thinking.
Next slide. And the next slide. I just want to add this one is, we got a $6,000 grant from our community board that we're very grateful for, the GHRA. But out of that, over 6,000 hours of community work have come from our committee, and that's only one group. It's not the living wage we're being paid as volunteers, but it's great value, I think, for the council. And I heard an earlier presentation say council needs to promote what it does. And I'd like to see you get out in your newsline and put out some of those community venture fund and where that money goes to and the end results from it. I think are the good stories to get out there. We've all seen the staff satisfaction figures. The councillors and mayor who sit around this table have a major impact on those results. Act with professionalism in this chamber, work with each other. I know it is politics, but the way you act in this chamber will reflect on the staff, and happy staff are productive staff. It's one of the biggest savings you can make in staff costs is to minimise your turnover. From my point of view, every staff member I have dealt with over the last 5 years, I thank you. You've been utterly professional and worked through the issues. Holly, Jonathan, Andrew, Matthew, Bailey, Hannah, Mum Sam, Maria, Sandra, Natasha, who said she dreams about me, the poor thing. You know who you are, and thank you again from my passionate Hornby heart. And if we can just go to the last slide. Andre, my sister in Aidenfield, says a massive yes to the dog park. They've got their, as you see, their temporary dog park on their property. They're looking forward to that dog park in Hallsville. So I started with a teddy bear. I finished with a dog. I don't know what more I could do in my last presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. I've got a question. That photo of that Suck It Up truck is that the same street that you're talking about to go and see Russell?
No, that's actually Amy's Road.
So Amy's Road is where the bear was in the sitting in the gutter.
No, that's Waterloo Road.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, and so Amy's Road is where the Suck It Up truck.
Yes.
Yes, and so Amy's Road sewer is not up to speed. Is that what I'm hearing?
A lot of residents, I'm not sure if it's number ones or number twos, are coming back through the system. We're getting that a lot. But I think Hornby's are unique in a situation. We most probably see more Suck It Up trucks than Uber drivers.
Yeah, okay. Check it out. Okay. No, thank you very much. That's good. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Good on you.